It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Anthony Edwards.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Smart in at the 1. And for Minnesota, we've got Patrick Beverley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Anthony Edwards out there with Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4-man position. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season left to play. Yet people love to talk about sports, period. Especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
Now, here is Russell. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And here comes Horford, leading the fast break. Drills it from outside.
I'll tell you, for a guy who attempted less than 1 3-pointer per game for the first 8 years of his career, how good is Al Horford from range?
Towns for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Smart passes to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Towns, a screen on Tatum. Pass to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Towns. Williams knocks it loose.
A main staple in Williams' game. That 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Four on the shot clock.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Here's Towns. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And Towns does so many things well on the floor, Doris, but you can't forget about his rebounding.
Right, this guy puts up huge rebounding totals every night. You can pencil him in for double digits every night on the backboards. This guy can anchor your team's rebounding.
Williams, he's checked in for Williams. And with the length Vanderbilt has, Doris, he can be a handful. Very impactful.
Yeah, he can. That wingspan on a power forward frame, he's got the opportunities now to let that work pay off. This guy is fearless on the floor.
Smart kicks to Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Horford's got 6.
Well, the incredible shooting touch of Al Horford. He added that range game during his time in Atlanta.
Out to Russell, takes the 3, knocks down the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Smart. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
Well, Dorsey's already a great scorer, and now Tatum has become an incredibly efficient scorer.
Well, listen, the great ones are not only about putting up numbers, it's how efficiently you do it. From three, from the free throw line, this guy is so much more consistent. And yes, he's got the mid-range game that he can go to in tough spots. This guy plays big at the rim. He's everything you want offensively.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. It'll be his second foul of the game. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota.
Malik Beasley.
Now Smart. Outside, Horford. And here's Brown outside, drains the three-pointer. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from three. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by Minnesota. The three from Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And again, it's Minnesota.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Brown outside. Over Russell. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
Vanderbilt the pass to Russell. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The pass to Vanderbilt. Just 4 to shoot. Over Williams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Celtics leading by 3. And here's Schroeder. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Hands it from downtown.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Now here's Beverly. Inside, Vanderbilt, and he dunks it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Richardson. Pass to Schroeder. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Richardson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds, not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own.
One shot.
That's good from Richardson.
Hard not to root for a guy like Josh Richardson. Remember, he's a former second-round pick, but this guy put the time in the gym. He's an excellent teammate, and now he's a valuable rotation piece and an excellent two-way player.
The drive by Schroeder, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce. In free agency, unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason, and cap space drying up quickly, and he just lacks suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
That's good from Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Schroeder hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Beverly, the pass to Reed. 1:05 left in the first quarter. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Horford leading the charge. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Listen, everyone knows what kind of shooter this guy is. Just his presence on the floor creates space.
Horford sets a screen for Schroeder. The shot by Williams, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now, here's Reed. 17 points in his last outing. Driving to the basket. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Schroeder. Over to the left wing.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
What a performance from Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Your Timberwolves
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Boston. On the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Williams at the 5. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beer. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Russell.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Now, here's Brown.
You've got to be kidding. We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season Injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With the young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Now their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David thanks. Schroeder finds Williams. Outside, Smart. On the wing, Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Edwards passes to Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 5-point Boston lead. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards are part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting.
Well, you can see the Taurean Prince with his length and anticipation can create turnovers. Off to the races they go.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. Tatum at the elbow. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven that over stretches of a game, he can take over with his scoring ability.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Towns kicks to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lets the 3 fly. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Beasley in for McDaniels. Boston also with the sub. Horford's checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smart passes to Brown. Here's Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 7.
You know, I know they want to make Williams a stretch 4 or 5, but the mid-range jumper at present is still where he's most comfortable.
Edwards, that's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Floats one. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 16 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Edwards kicks to Russell. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Brown inside. Edwards defending. And it's in there. 9 points in the game so far.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Russell with it. Williams picks him up. Towns for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Smart against Beasley. Here's Horford, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Towns, a screen on Smart. Smart against Towns. Passes it to Vanderbilt, and it's sent back by Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Okogie comes in for Edwards. And it's Patrick Beverley in for D'Angelo Russell. Then for the Celtics, Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Richardson comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Shot clock at 6. Beverly with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, just good solid use of the pick and roll. Patrick Beverly, ball in his hands, looking quite comfortable.
Beasley against Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 12 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, when we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Boston Celtics.
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
Shifting gears, let's look at the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Knicks, they'll be enjoying a little bit of an advantage, but you can't use that as an excuse to be lazy or complacent. That's how you find yourself down 20 and in a hole that you can't dig yourself out of.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Celtics leading by 5. Patrick Beverly out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, that's the defensive impact of Anthony Edwards making the steal and setting up easy offense.
And Doris, we know that Anthony Edwards has given numerous head-turning quotes, but that's just who he is.
That's right, one of the most candid players in the league. Caught some media off guard when he said he saw himself as a football player, but this guy's got big-time personality.
Russell against Brown. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Towns. Williams with the block. And he's able to get it back. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Horford with the screen on Beverly. Smart against Beverly. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Karl Anthony Towns embraces the responsibility of being the primary scorer offensively. And boy, if he's in rhythm, it's a nightmare for the defense.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And we talk about Smart as a leader. This guy's not afraid to get up in a teammate's shirt if that's what it calls for.
There's no doubt this guy is so passionate and so vocal. And what you love more than anything is the willingness to take head-on tough issues. Some guys will shy away, not Mr. Marcus Smart.
And that one falls for Smart.